Alex, you're with Debbie McCune Davis. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, hi, Steve. I'm here with Representative Debbie McCune Davis. She's on the Child Safety Oversight Committee and was listening to the speech, especially stuff about DCS, with very close ears. So, Debbie, how did you feel about his comments about the number of children in foster care, but he didn't seem to make many concrete commitments?
Well, I was pleased to hear the governor say that the number, in excess of 18,000 children, are currently living in foster care. What's concerning to me were the lack of hard solutions to the problem. The suggestion that more families join foster care is a good one, but the foster families I talk to say they wouldn't encourage other families to do that because the families don't get the support they need. One of the governor's proposal was to make it more balanced economically for grandparents to take custody of their children, and I think that proposal has merit. But he needs to look at this system for what it does for kids. We have to respond to kids who've been subject to trauma, and frankly, we have to build that safety net back, and I didn't hear those proposals in his speech.
I mean, the Department of Child Safety has asked for about $100 million more this legislative session in the budget proposal. Any indication of whether that money you think will be granted? And if it's granted, do you think that's going to help the sort of burgeoning system?
Well, it's interesting because not only do the child advocates think that the agency needs to be fixed, the budget hawks down here question if they're getting their money's worth out of the agency. And I'm concerned about lack of leadership in the agency. They don't seem to be able to get personnel, keep personnel, support their personnel to do the job. And the bottom line is, until they do, we're not keeping kids safe. And if we can't keep kids safe, then that agency is failing its mission.
Another thing he talked about was substance abuse and how many of the social service issues are tied back to substance abuse. He talked about setting up a council. Do you think that would make a difference? Do you think is that a strong enough commitment?
Again, I applaud the governor's reference to the need for substance abuse treatment. I think that's evident to anybody in Arizona today. We do see it, and it needs to be addressed. But he also needs to understand there's another element, and that is poverty. And that's a backdoor way of my saying that his reference to deadbeat dads doesn't get to the heart of the problem.
Thanks, Representative McCune Davis. And back to you, Steve.